Hey, how you doing? Ricky Minetta from MMA Krav Maga, avoidance and awareness techniques, and obviously self-defense. The video I'm going to show you today is quite an emotional one for me. I don't like what this represents, and the reason why I'm bringing it up, it's more about what goes on around the video, apart from because I have no idea what has caused this or why this has happened. Yeah, so like I said, I've no idea. This could, and you often hear me saying 1 to 10, so a lot of people could be walking around in 1, thinking about their day. Someone else has already made up their mind they're going to do something. They're higher up, their adrenaline's pumping, they're 8 to 10. So in this particular case, I'll give you a precursor quickly. There's a young lady sitting down. Again, we don't know if this is something personal, and people are always wanting to comment on that. I don't really get into why, who, what, where, when and why. It's more about how we can learn from this situation. And I think I've been in situations in my life where I've seen something like this and people haven't helped. And this is more what I'm going to say now, okay? So let's play the video. So it looks like a young lady sitting down. I thought that was a crash helmet, but I'm not sure. She gets smacked. You can see to the right, there's 2 people just watching here and someone walking by. Everyone who's seen it, there's 4 people that have seen it. There's 2 people sitting to the left. I don't know if they're oblivious, but they are not doing nothing. And all of the other 4 people have walked out. And this is quite brutal. This is not just like someone having an argument and shouting at each other. He's actually kicking, stamping. I mean, some of this is not nice to watch. Luckily, he misses there, but I'm afraid he catches her on the next one. There's also, after he's given her a good beating, he walks off and then he comes back and it starts again. Again, 2 more people walking by. So that's 8 people we already know of, okay? That haven't seemed to do anything, haven't said anything. And this is what I'm going to talk about in a minute. I think at some point now, this is it now, you see him come back again. She's already beaten and bruised. The other 2 people are still sitting there like they've seen nothing. And he's come back. We don't know if he's on drugs or drunk or whatever. But he carries on the whole assault again. And it's not something petty. These are serious blows. Now, I've just seen someone on the right-hand side. I don't know if they are now saying something because he walks over towards them. So it looks like for the first time in that incident, which has gone on quite a few minutes, someone's actually said something. He's gone over and said something to them, and it carries on again. And it's not like he's trying to hide it now. He's kicking her in the head. I think by his movement a little bit, he could be on something. He doesn't. His balance looks slightly off. See it there? So, like I said, my point about that is I don't really care if that's personal or if it's not personal. What I care about is that another human being is being beaten in front of everyone and no one's doing nothing. And this is something you've got to think about as well. I don't ever advocate anyone getting involved. So there's 8 people there that easily could have walked off at any time, phoned the police, gone to security, or shouted or done something as a distraction without having to get involved. Now, if someone had shouted and they was 20 yards away, I'm getting the police, I'm getting security, that may have stopped. So, in my opinion, if you're not a part of the solution, then you're a part of the problem. And what I mean by that is, that could have easily stopped near enough at any point, but these people have just walked on like nothing happened. I don't know if they gave any more thought to it. I'm hoping they went outside and called the police or done something, but you saw how long that went on for, and that was horrible. I've been in a similar scenario where I was driving once, and I saw 2 guys getting mugged at a bus stop. I pulled over on the other side of the road. I didn't know if these guys that were mugging them had knives or what. I could just see their back. So all I did was open the window, put the phone to my head and went, "I'm calling the police." And I think I swore and said, "Leave me alone, I'm calling the police, blah, blah, blah." It's too far away for them to get to me. If they'd even started crossing, I could have just drove off and come back down. They saw that, then they went. As soon as they went, I just done a U-turn, picked the guys up and said, "Look, I'll drop you down the road a little bit, get yourself out of here." Now, that was about 11 o'clock at night, but it was on a fairly busy road. And there was quite a few people around. So there's sometimes that just happens. I'm always saying to you, be a bit sensible about what you're doing and where you're doing it. If someone's intent on doing something, they're gonna. and then you've got to think about action causes reaction. But in this case, what we're saying here with this young lady, I don't know what's happened, and you know, she could have said something or done something, and he could have a grievance, but is it really worth that? And we never know what's happened, and it's not down to us to decide, but we can easily say, oh, you know, we can shout, I'm getting security, I'm going to get police, I'm going to do something. But what you mustn't do is put yourself in the danger, because as you saw to the right, that was a big guy. To the right of him, someone said something, and he walked over, and then he stopped, and then he went back. So whoever that guy went to might have said something and thought, oh, you know, but that's the right thing. You don't want to get stabbed or become part of that problem. Only, why I'm saying this is you can become part of the solution, but you don't want to get mixed up and then be part of the problem as well. You could get hurt. I've seen cases where Good Samaritans have tried to help and got shot, and you'll see that down the line on my videos. But again, this isn't about ever scaremongering people. The problem with a lot of the programs I watch, everyone comes out terrified and starts worrying. This doesn't happen that often. We've had to search on videos to see this. I'm 50 this year. I haven't seen that many things, and the things I have seen, I've always tried to do something about. So a Good Samaritan can still do the right thing, but do it in the right way, and don't put yourself in danger. Okay? So if you're liking the videos, please, I will say, subscribe, share, and what's the other word? Comment. And comment. If you've got a comment, then please leave a comment at the bottom. And you can do it in a couple of ways. You may have something have happened to you and you want to tell us about, and we can share and learn from, and I can give you some opinions, and I can give you places that can help you, certain societies that help people who have gone through traumas. And if you've got a video, then please send it to me on my Instagram or on the MMA Krav Maga Facebook page. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye.